Hello, I'm Mary Ann Simmons, and I am host for American Dream TV in Lexington and Central Kentucky. Today, I am in Midway, Kentucky with the famous chef, Ouida Michael. And I believe, Miss Ouida, this is where it all began, right here at Holly Hill Inn.
It sure did. We are celebrating 25 years of operating the Holly Hill Inn next year in 2026. It's grown into 7 restaurants, a bakery, and catering operation, and a cooking studio.
Tell us a little bit how all of this got started. I know the restaurant is historically, 45 years old, and you've owned it for 26 next year?
Yeah, I'm gonna celebrate my 25th anniversary next year.
I see.
But the restaurant's been operating continuously since 1979. And it sits on a 10-acre lot. It's absolutely beautiful. We have incredible gardens here. We grow a lot of our own vegetables here and herbs, almost all of our own herbs. All the flowers for the table come out of our garden.
So this was where it all started for you and the restaurant group.
It did. It was my husband and I's dream to have our own restaurant. We met on the first day of chef school. We had a little house in Lexington on Short Street, and we sold that, and we were able to put enough money in to buy the Holly Hill Inn, and we lived upstairs for the first 4 years.
And now you live next door?
And now we live next door, so we own our home and the inn and 2 acres. Our good friends Mike and Amy Perry own the other 8. We bought this from her father.
So they carved it out for you?
They did.
Awesome.
And they've owned it 100 years. Her great-grandparents bought it in 1900. But the house is over 150 years old. Different parts of it are different ages. And the front porch was the last thing added on in 1900.
Tell us a little bit about the uniqueness of each of your restaurants.
What I've always loved about Kentucky are all the little places off the beaten path that you can find in this state.
Americana.
And Americana.
Off the interstate.
Exactly. And that is the thing that has guided me the most. Wallace Station is a building that's like 120 years old. It was an old country store. Smithtown Seafood, that is located at West 6 Brewing on the corner of Jefferson and West 6. And the neat thing about Smithtown, and the reason it's called Smithtown, is because that was Smithtown. It was a little township called Smithtown. And Windy Corner Market, it was always called Windy Corner. It was owned by a guy whose nickname was Windy, because he was so talkative. And then we have Zim's down at the historic courthouse in the center of downtown Lexington. And we also have Honeywood, which is out in the Summit, which was a mixed-use, beautiful new development. And that's the only new building that I've ever been in is Honeywood.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about as far as your mini restaurants?
I think if you had to ask what was one thing that united all of us together in a group, it's really the use of local ingredients. Every hamburger you buy, it's all from a Kentucky farmer. And we really want to protect that and grow it, and we're really proud of it.
That's phenomenal. And that's such a wonderful concept.
The original formal garden to the inn when it was a home, and you can see that's the original sundial there, an old millstone, likely from Weisenberger Mill. This is all thyme. The red plants are a red shiso, which is also known as Paria, which makes a beautiful drink, like very pink. We use all of these things in our cooking. We have all of our sage here, parsley, chives, and then all kinds of basil. So right now the gardeners are working on digging a lot up out of the garden, and they're planting the fall crop. So there'll be a lot of kale. Our pumpkins are coming in. Yeah, and then this is our little sunflower, our first one of the year. I know, that's so cool. My mother had a fantastic garden, and we used to call her Snow White, because, she'd be out in the garden, the little animals and butterflies and everything. Now I feel like she did. Yeah, I love all this stuff. But this is a beautiful Kentucky garden. That's what it's all about here at Holly Hill Inn. But all of our patios, every location, they're all edible. The patio out at Honeywood is planted all with herbs and things that they use. And the same thing at Zim's and Thirsty Fox, all their big planters. And then Wallace has its own garden. Windy has a garden. It's cool.